All right, sixth graders, this is to help you with question 8 on CR number 5. It says to find this quotient, 2.55 divided by 2.5. What you have to do is the number outside the division box has to be rewritten as a whole number. So you have to move that decimal point over one place. So it's a 25. So on the inside of that division box, you have to move that decimal point over one place and then drag it up. I love that Mr. Woodrow, once you start moving decimals, he doesn't want a bunch of bubbles all over the place. He then wants you to rewrite the problem, at least from last year when I would work with some of his students, he would have them do this. He wants you to rewrite the problem so that in your new problem, the only spot you're going to see a decimal point is inside that division box. So once you move those decimal points over, rewrite the problem so you don't have a lot of extra writing. At that point, you drag the decimal point up. Now I'm going to tell you, as I look at this, and all of these answers are fairly close, but I estimate because I love it. I do it with every math problem, so I know about what my answer should be. And I could have estimated at the beginning or now. How many times does 25 go into 25? Oh, once. So I know my final answer is going to be 1 point something. That doesn't have a shot. That doesn't have a shot. I could have estimated right at the beginning. Before I ever move a decimal point, I say, oh, how many times does 2.5 go into about 2.5? Oh, one time, right? Like 2.5 goes into 2.5 one time. So I know right from the get-go, and this can happen sometimes on a multiple choice test, you can eliminate a couple of those answers right off the bat. And now I just have to do my long division and see, is it 1.002 or 1.02? All right, let's figure it out. So as you long divide, you say 25 can't go into 2, so some of you like to put a little X there. Then you say 25 into 25 goes once. 1 times 25 is 25. Subtract off, you get a 0, but you drag down that 5. How many times does 25 go into 5? Ooh, 0 times. 0 times 25 is 0. Subtract off. You get a 5, but now we have to drag down the next number. You're like, ooh, there is no next number. Well, you can always add a 0 there. So I'm going to drag down that 0. How many times does 25 go into 50? Oh, goes in twice. 2 times 25 is 50. Subtract off, remainder 0. So the answer is this one. You could always check your work, if you chose to, by doing 1.02 times 25. So let's see, make sure you get your 25.50 there, or 0.5. 5 times 2 is 10, put down a 0, carry a 1. 5 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. 5 times 1 is 5. 0 placeholder. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 1 is 2. Add those up. 0. 1 and 4 is 5. 5. 2. Decimal point 2 places over. Decimal point 2 places over. And you get back to your 25.5. Okay? Hope that helps.